In a land gripped by drought, where hope was as scarce as water itself, there lived a widow and her son in the town of Zarephath. Their story, though ancient, carries a message that still resonates deeply today. Picture this. The sun beats down mercilessly, the earth is cracked and parched, and every day feels like a desperate struggle for survival. In these dire times, God speaks to his prophet Elijah, directing him to this small town where he would witness an extraordinary demonstration of faith. As Elijah approaches Zarephath, he sees a woman gathering sticks, not for a feast, but for what she believes will be her final meal. Imagine the weight of that moment. A mother preparing what she thinks will be the last meal she'll ever make for her child. When Elijah asks her for water and bread, her response is heartbreaking. "I have nothing," she says, her voice trembling. "Just a handful of flour in a jar and a little oil in a jug. I'm gathering sticks to make one last meal for my son and myself. After that, and we'll die." You can hear the resignation in her voice, the acceptance of what seemed like an inevitable fate. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. Instead of sympathy, Elijah offers her something far more powerful, a promise. "Don't be afraid," he tells her with unwavering confidence. "Make me a small loaf first, and then make something for yourself and your son. Because this is what the Lord says, that jar of flour won't run out, and that jug of oil won't run dry until the day God sends rain on the land." Now put yourself in her shoes for a moment. Imagine being asked to give away your very last resources, your final meal, based solely on a promise from a stranger. It's not just about hunger, it's about trust in its purest form. And here's the most remarkable part. She does it. Despite every logical reason to refuse, despite her maternal instinct to protect what little she had left for her son, she chooses to believe. She takes that leap of faith. What happens next is nothing short of miraculous. Day after day, meal after meal, the flour and oil remain. It's not an abundance. There's no overflow, no excess, but there's always enough. Always just what they need for another day. This wasn't just about physical sustenance. It was about witnessing how faith can transform scarcity into sufficiency, how trust can turn endings into beginnings. Through the entire drought, that widow and her son never went hungry again, all because she dared to believe in a promise that seemed impossible. Their story reminds us that sometimes our darkest moments, our last resources, our final options, might actually be the doorway to our greatest miracles. We just need the courage to take that first step of faith.